What's up, King fam? Welcome back. I'm Dennis, and as you can tell by the title of this video, this is something different for the channel. Not necessarily a reaction. This is something that we can do together. And I'm kind of putting myself out there at the risk of being made fun of and laughed at, but it is all in fun and games and entertainment and just being able to just do this together. I'm not going to, usually these riddle things where you have to solve the riddle, it'll give you the breakdown and then it'll give you like a time period, a period of time to where you can guess the riddle. I'm not going to slow things down. I'm not going to give myself any extra chance to do it. So yeah, let's see how unsmart I am. Not smart, whatever. Before we get started, backfist the video, give it a great big thumbs up. Please make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Please make sure notifications are turned on. It's absolutely free, zero cost to you. You will not miss out on future reactions because you'll be part of the King fam. Together we can reach the next goal of 100K sooner rather than later. Check out the description box to see all the different ways you can support the channel and the fam. Shout out and much love to our channel members. Thank you for your love and support. And as always, please drop suggestions and requests for future reactions down in the comment section. I'm curious if this is content that you want me to keep doing, if you're interested in stuff like this, because I'm interested in switching it up a little bit. So before we get started, thank you so much for jumping on and trying to solve these riddles with me. Go out there and live each and every day like it's your last day. You got to go out there into the world and make it count. Go into this world and make an impact. You never know whose life you could be affecting. Hopefully in a positive way. Oh, goodness. Here we go.
So Bill had stomach cramps.
Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. Bill, you're going to have to wait. Oh, goodness.
So Bill had stomach cramps and went to the hospital where he was prescribed some pills. The next morning, he was found unconscious. Police found someone had switched the pills and questioned 3 suspects. Dr. Johnson, his cardiologist, saw him at 3 in the afternoon and wrote the prescription. John, the hospital cleaner, came to clean the room at 7 a.m., found him and called the police. Susan, his nurse, brought the pills to him at 8 that morning. Who's lying?
The nurse.
Susan, the cleaner, called the police 1 hour before she claimed to have brought him the pills. Mia got...
Yeah, okay. Took me a second to kind of figure that. Man, they don't give you any time to figure this out. It's like tick, 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 and it's like, okay. All right, so got the first one, so I'm good.
At least 1 hour before she claimed to have brought him the pills. Mia got a new cat and brought it into her apartment where she lived with 3 other people. But all her roommates disliked her new pet. 3 months later, she went on a 2-day business trip, but when she came back, the cat was gone. She questioned all her roommates. Steve didn't notice the cat was missing. David said he was allergic to cats and couldn't survive a day with one around him. Sean was the one taking care of the cat, and he was shocked he couldn't find it that morning. Who's lying?
I think Buddy in the middle's lying.
David. If he was allergic to cats, he wouldn't have lasted with Mia's cat in the same house for several months before.
Exactly. Exactly. Then that was the reason why I thought that he was a liar. Don't lie, David. David, don't lie.
You went to visit an abandoned castle when you got trapped in the basement. There's a small bamboo stick on the table, almost as long as your forearm. In front of you, there are 3 doors, and you must spend 1 hour behind one of them to get out of the castle. Which is the safest option? Behind the first door, there's 100 rabid wild rats. Behind the second, there's a box filled with water, and you must keep your head submerged in it. In the third door, there's an infinitely deep pool filled with box jellyfish.
I'm going to say the middle because you can use the bamboo stick to breathe out of.
The second door. You can use the bamboo stick to breathe.
Your boy is smart. I'm sure all you guys are figuring it out too. But yeah, that's the safest. I mean, you could go behind the rabid rats and just hit all of them, but that you get tired of doing that after an hour.
Brian was traveling by train to a nearby city. He placed his watch on the table and was looking for his train ticket when the train went into a dark tunnel. When it came out, Brian's watch was gone. There were only 3 people in the car. Mary was sleeping the entire time. Christopher was looking for his wallet to grab a cup of coffee. Mike was playing a game on his phone. Who took the watch?
Thinking my man right here took the watch.
It was Mary. When the journey started, she had her sleeves rolled up, and if she were sleeping, she wouldn't put them down.
I didn't catch that. How many of you actually caught that? They actually got me. So I missed my first one. I didn't catch that. I should have paid much closer attention. I was trusting her. What's her name? Mary? I was trusting that she was asleep.
Sarah was walking out of the mall when someone snatched the purse out of her hand and drove off in a red car. The security closed the parking lot and found 3 people with red cars. Alyssa said she was inside shopping when she got called by security. David said he had only just arrived. Bob said he was about to pay his parking fee and drive off. Who isn't telling the truth?
I think they're all telling the truth because didn't they say that the driver had already pulled off?
David. He's got a parking ticket on his window. From the sign on the wall, he's been there for more than 2 hours without paying and got a ticket. And he lies about being very allergic to cats. Simon.
That darn David, boy, I'm telling you what. Okay, I guess I didn't understand that one. I thought it said that when it drove off, like I was thinking that, how are you going to question people that's still there because this person's already drove off? But okay, David needs to stop with his lying, thieving self.
And he lies about being very allergic to cats. Simon broke into the richest house in the neighborhood and took a very expensive diamond. Security guards caught him walking out and searched him for the diamond. They knew he'd taken it, so when they couldn't find anything, they x-rayed him. Still, nothing showed up. Where was Simon carrying the diamond?
In his mouth.
As soon as the guards caught him, he put it in one of their pockets. After the search was over and they were driving him home, he took it out of their pocket with nobody noticing. A crazy scientist took you into their basement and is planning to keep you there for a year. He's given you the option to choose one of 3 foods to eat for the year to stay alive. Which one do you choose to save your life? Pasta and bread, rice and beans, steak and broccoli.
I'm going to choose steak and broccoli.
If you only ate pasta and bread, you'd get scurvy in just 8 months. And steak with broccoli is low in carbs, which will start breaking down your muscle mass to help you stay alive. Your best bet is rice and beans. It's high in all 9 essential amino acids your body needs, and you can germinate some of the raw beans, eating their sprouts to get your vitamin C. Aren't you a smart cookie?
No, I'm not, because I was going with the steak and the broccoli. So, cool. I was just thinking if I'm living in there for a year and I'm getting my steak and my protein and I'm getting my greens, that I can make sure I'm doing my push-ups and stuff and my sit-ups. I can find something to do pull-ups from. I'm going to find a way to keep the muscle mass up. So, I don't know. It's whatever.
A year passes and you've managed to get out of the basement. But to make it out of the house, you must pick one of the 3
This darn scientist is crazy. I've been here for a year. Can I just get out?
Get out of the basement. But to make it out of the house, you must pick one of the 3 doors the scientist created. The first room is filled with venomous cone snails. The second has 5 very hungry polar bears. The third is a saltwater tank with hundreds of piranhas. Which is the safest?
I'm going to guess the polar bears. If it's in the wintertime, maybe, or if it's summertime, they are hibernating, maybe?
The third room. Piranhas are freshwater fish and can't survive in salt water.
I had such high hopes getting the first two right. I have since nosedived. I hope you guys aren't laughing at me too much.
Piranhas are freshwater fish and can't survive in salt water.
Doesn't give you enough time to think about this stuff.
Piranhas are freshwater fish and can't survive in salt water. 3 prisoners are sitting at the table having dinner, but one of them is wealthy.
All right, sorry, I had a hold on. Okay.
3 prisoners are sitting at the table having dinner, but one of them is wealthy. Can you guess who it is?
Yeah, the one with the stuff on. The jewelry.
It's not the guy with the steak and the shrimps. The little tag on his shirt reveals he's a chef, and he likes to prepare a special treat for himself. The guy with the jewels shows that he's rich, but in prison, jewelry is basically worthless. It's the third guy. Rich people try to keep low profile in prison, not to be targeted by others. That's why he doesn't flash any valuable possessions or his status. A group of researchers is trying to test your knowledge. They take you into their lab on an island in Italy and present 3 dishes to you, but only one is safe to eat. Which do you choose? Cheese infested by maggots, boiled pufferfish liver, or fly agaric mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Pufferfish liver can be poisonous if it isn't prepared properly, and the fly agaric mushrooms are among the most dangerous in the world. Maggot cheese, on the other hand, is actually a delicacy in Sardinia, Italy, so it's perfectly safe to eat. Really? One day, you wake up in...
I feel like I'm in a different world right now with some of these answers that are going on. Oh, goodness. I was like doing good when I was at 2. Now I'm like 2 and 6.
Perfectly safe to eat.
5. Something.
Really? One day, you wake up in an arena without knowing how you got there. From the speakers, you hear that you must fight one of 3 hybrid animals. Which one do you pick to stay alive? A polar bear with the head of a rattlesnake, a hippo with a lion head, or a hybrid with the face and body of a great white shark and the limbs of a jaguar?
I'm gonna do the lion.
The great white shark hybrid. Since its body has gills, it won't be able to breathe outside water.
Oh my goodness, I quit. That one was so easy. I quit. I bet Caleb would be getting every single one of these right.
Its body has gills, it won't be able to breathe outside water.
Oh my gosh.
You're an astronaut, and you've made it to Mars for an expedition. A team member greets you at the entrance to the base in their workout clothes. When you get in, you close the door and wait for the room to pressurize before taking off your spacesuit. When you walk in, you get a message that someone at the base is an imposter. Who could it be? A fellow astronaut who covers his face because he got a sunburn, an engineer with flaky patches on her skin, or the person who greeted you at the door earlier.
The person that greeted you at the door because they were outside without a spacesuit on.
The person you saw earlier. If they were human, they wouldn't survive outside the base in the planet's atmosphere.
All right, I'm back.
While walking in the forest, you come across a mysterious local that blocks your way. He tells you if
Oh, look, NF. NF is there. He's grown a mustache.
you come across a mysterious local that blocks your way. He
Could be Eminem. That beard's weird.
tells you if you solve his riddle, you're free to go. But if you don't, you'll have to stay in this forest forever. The riddle goes like this. You're seas without water, coasts without land, towns without people, and mountains without land. What are you?
Desert.
Well, You're a map.
Map.
You decided to go exploring a local cave. You walk inside, and a landslide suddenly blocks the way back. Ahead, there are 4 tunnels, each with a sign showing you which dangers lurk inside. Which one do you choose to stay safe? The tunnel filled with molten lava, the one filled with poisonous gas, the one swarmed by bats, or the tunnel with venomous spiders?
I'm gonna say the bats because, I mean, they're creepy, but they're not really a harm, are they?
You pick the last one. Spiders don't hunt humans for food and usually avoid them altogether. You just moved into a new town with only 2 barbers.
I've seen Spider-Man, dude. I've seen Spider-Man. Spiders bite humans, dude.
Together. You just moved into a new town with only 2 barbers. You visit both their shops to decide which one you should pick. The first shop is a bit messy, and the barber needs both a haircut and his beard trimmed. The second shop is shiny, tidy, and the barber is well shaved with a perfect haircut. But you decide to go to the first shop. Why?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Each barber cuts the other barber's hair, and you pick the one who gave the other a nice haircut. You've got a job as a helper to someone's mansion, but the mansion owner gives a tricky task.
Hold on. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay.
One who gave the other a nice haircut.
Okay, that's cool.
You've got a job as a helper to someone's mansion, but the mansion owner gives a tricky task. I need the least number of chairs for a table to seat 4 fathers and 2 grandfathers with 4 sons. You can't ask any questions, but what's the least number of chairs you must put out?
Four.
4. The fathers could also be grandfathers, and they're all sons.
Yeah.
Mary was selling a rope for $3. The buyer gave her $10, but because she had no change, she went to the grocery store next door to get some. She then returned with $7, but then the clerk from the store came outside to tell her that she gave her a counterfeit bill. Mary called a detective, and she must tell him how much she had lost. What should her answer be?
Okay, hold on. Let me go back and listen to all that again because I was paying attention, but I wasn't ready for all that. Let me listen to it again.
Mary was selling a rope for $3. The buyer gave her $10, but because she had no change, she went to the grocery store next door to get some. She then returned with $7, but then the clerk from the store came outside to tell her that she gave her a counterfeit bill. Mary called a detective, and she must tell him how much she had lost. What should her answer be?
Well, she lost 3, but the store lost 7. So
$7 and the rope. Oh, and it turns out the counterfeiter buyer was a guy named David. What a troublemaker.
that David, man. That David is just not a cool character, man. Where's David at? Are we going to put it on David's face? Where's David at? Little liar. All right, that was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. They don't give you any time to process what they say. Some of the stuff is like, okay, some of the stuff to me was like, suspect. I don't know about that. But some of the stuff was like, if I just paid a little bit closer attention. So that was fun. How many did you guys get right? I didn't even keep tabs. I know I got more wrong than I got right. How many did you guys get wrong? How bad did you laugh at me? How dumb do you think I am at this point? Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more content like this or other things besides music reactions, I'm open to anything. Drop those down in the comment section. If you had fun, back this video, give it a great big thumbs up. Please make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure notifications are turned on. It's absolutely free. Zero cost to you. You will not miss out on future reactions because you'll be part of the King fam. Together we can reach the next goal of 100K sooner rather than later. Check out the description box below to see all the different ways you can support the channel. Shout out much love to the channel members. Thank you for your love and support. As always, drop suggestions and requests for future reactions down in the comments section. I leave you with one guarantee. If you're alive today watching this video, you are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. Go into this world, live each and every day like it is your last. Go out there and make it count. Go into this world and make an impact. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your support, and I will catch you guys on the next one.